All right. Good afternoon, sports fans. Sorry, we had a little bit of technical difficulties with our Wi Fi, but we are now up and running, and we are here in Highland Heights, Kentucky at LaRue Lanes with the semifinals and the finals of the senior sweeper. Hi, Lexi. Rub it in that you're in Florida. Hopefully, you're having a good time. All right, just got some housekeeping before we get started. As always, if you're watching on Facebook, look down and find that share button. Smack that share button. Let's try to get as many people watching this as we can this afternoon. And if you're over in YouTube land, you can like and subscribe and then hit that bell for notifications. That will alert you every time that TMT Bowling goes live with one of our events. You're on your way back. Well, it's actually a gorgeous day out there today. Not a lot of humidity at the moment, well, at least this morning when I came in. It was a pretty good morning. All right, so over here on lanes 9 and 10, we have Mike Gross against Brad Ingram. And on 13 and 14, we have Rich Stupak versus Sean Fields. Somehow Sean always finds his way into the semifinals of these events. He comes down to visit us from Columbus for all the senior sweepers. Hopefully everybody's had a good afternoon so far. We started this morning at 10 a.m. with 33 competitors. And let me find Todd's notes. Todd's here somewhere. He's on a union break, I think. All his notes. So we started out with 33 this morning. The cut was 596 was the cut. That was Brian Ledekin was our cut. Our high qualifier was Rich Stupak with 699. Did not have any 700s today. So we cut to the top 16, as I said, 596 was the cut. And from there, it's random draw, head-to-head match play, down to the 16 to 8, then 4, then 2. And as I said, we're in the semifinals here, the round of 2. The round of 4, I'm sorry. Sorry, it was a late night out at Northwest last night, late morning. If you're looking for something to do this weekend, see Jermaine Kahn, Malika Ash out at Northwest Lanes. They have their cashing out winning weekend doubles tournament going on. Oh, Mike does not convert the 136. Hey, Mom and Dad are watching. Hi, Mom and Dad. That's for Todd. He's here somewhere. I think he's on a union break. He's been working
No, I'm
hard.
not.
Oh, there you are. Oh, hey. When did you get here? About 8:45 when I got here this morning.
It was 20 till 9.
20 till 9? Oh, okay.
GPS got us here exactly when it said we would.
See,
All we had to do was leave 10 minutes earlier.
I don't know about you, but when the GPS tells me what time I'm going to arrive,
It's a
challenge accepted.
yeah, exactly.
I will see how many minutes I can gain. Daniel Gross is watching out there, rooting on his dad. Tides are turned. Usually it's Daniel watching, or Mike watching Daniel bowl. So, we are bowling on Kegel Bourbon Street. We'll switch back over here, give you a little bit more room. So it's 6-1, 7-1, right in there. Kind of a 23.5 mils.
Yep, little light volume.
40 feet, I believe. Yeah, 40 feet. We were expecting scores to be a little higher than what they were. Kind of got surprised. This is actually playing a little tougher than what we anticipated. It's kind of surprising, I believe. Bowling on an older Brunswick pro anviling surface, I believe, is what they have here.
Yes, it is.
One of the first generations of synthetic surfaces. Brunswick GSX machines, first generation, I believe, as well. If you haven't been back to the Roo since they reopened, you've got to get over here. The place looks fantastic. This is the first time I've been in here since they've reopened under new ownership. John and Katie
Manning,
Manning,
like Peyton.
like Peyton, no relation. Maybe there is. But they've really done a fantastic. They have really done a fantastic redecorating.
Yeah, it's gorgeous in here.
It is.
They're outside cooking up burgers, brats, mets, hot dogs. If anybody's hungry, they're going to be cooking them during the day. We got the lady sweeper right behind this. And
We do.
they've been a very, very gracious host to this point, as we knew they would be.
All right. Brad takes out the 4. Switch back over here to Sean and Rich. They remodeled the bar. If you were in here before, the bar had cabinets all the way around the top, like upper cabinets, and then in the center, and they took all those cabinets out, added a few TVs, little different look.
More of a little sports bar kind of feel in there.
Definitely, but the place looks great.
Mike Gross getting the mixer. Oh, we didn't have it over there. My bad.
No, we did not.
You know, John and Katie, they travel around, and they go to different bowling alleys just to kind of get some ideas.
I got the bendy straw.
You got a big bendy straw. They travel around going to different bowling alleys trying to get some ideas and learning from other centers, and they're hungry, and that's why they're out there cooking.
Right.
Yeah. You're welcome. But they
We'll be here all day.
they're doing a lot. Yeah, we will. They're doing a lot of really, really, really good things to the point that I would like to make this. We're going to make several stops here throughout the fall and winter season for our seniors and ladies and whatnot, between here and Gilmore and a few other places. But this is going to be a regular stop for us at some point in time.
Yeah, it's perfect
great
size
location
for our smaller events.
We got guys from all over the place that are here today. I mean, you know, there's the handful of the Northern Kentucky guys. You got Rich from up in Lebanon. His opponent, Sean, from Columbus, Ohio.
Again, new faces. You know, once again, new faces. Love to see them.
Oh,
Oh,
Rich.
Rich.
I've seen him have that problem before when he gets into these late rounds.
Yeah, he's
Brad Ingram made it right at 10 o'clock. He finds a way to get here. He finds a way to get here as we're getting ready to start, no matter where we are. So it fit into Brad's schedule today.
always.
Yeah.
All right, I need to fix that camera.
You got to fix that camera. Riga did not bowl, Gary. Again, if anybody that's out there watching, if you could do us a huge favor, hit the share button. Let everybody see what we're doing. Showcasing some of the talented bowlers that we have throughout Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, and surrounding.
Hey, Naomi.
So this match right now, these two matches right now, you've got Mike Rose getting ready to bowl with the Las Vegas shirt. He's bowling Brad Ingram. And then over on the other pair, that's Sean Fields getting ready to bowl, and he's bowling versus Rich Stupak. We had a nice turnout today for 10 o'clock in the morning on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon. 33 bowlers.
Great turnout.
Absolutely.
A little half 10 there for Mike.
Had Gene Osborne here making cuts.
Yeah, Gene walked in the door. It's like, Gino, are you lost? Nope, close to home.
He's always on Facebook cutting up about things, and he's just such a great guy if you don't know Gene. And he's always talking about it. He's got his Ebonite Maxim. I was going to give him an Ebonite patch and a Maxim bag to carry his stuff out with. But he did have his Ebonite Maxim with him today. He made it through the first into the first round of match play, and
He did.
realized, he said, this ball just wasn't quite enough for this one.
Just can't make it work like other players in the area. No, Gary, Riga did not bowl.
Yeah. I think Riga's got some back issues or something, but it would have been nice to see him. You know, we had a pretty good field of bowlers here again today. Good afternoon from the crowd, whoever you are. It just says Facebook user.
Yeah, again, if folks are just joining in since last week for the first time, head over to the TMT Bowling Info page on Facebook, the group. And we've got it pinned. There's a post pinned at the top. It asks you to give Restream permissions for your Facebook username. And Restream is the platform that we use to bring all the chat into one area so everybody can see who's chatting, and we can see it here on our monitors. So all it does, excuse me, is again, it's just changes the permissions with your Facebook app, giving Restream permission to share your username. Great shot by Brad right there. That just kind of helps us out. There it is. Hey, there it is. We're sharing it. Technology.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
You're the bestest. So go ahead and click that link, and just.
It's okay. It's
Yeah.
not spam.
No,
If it was spam,
we would not have done it.
no.
We would probably ate it by now. if
It'd
was
been
spam.
gone. Spam's delicious.
No. Sean cannot get the 6-2 wiggle. Oh, hands up. Let's get him up, everybody. Hands up.
Tough crowd.
Brad leaving the Paralyzer 5 over there.
That was more like a runaway 5.
Well, I was trying to make him look better. DJ, looking forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Speaking of tomorrow night,
What is tomorrow night?
we are headed north to Bull South. We're going to invade Dayton. Poking south, here we come.
Not all the way into Dayton. We're
Well,
going to give it a
okay.
few weeks before we do that. But
All right, a
we're
little
gonna-
south
the
of that.
fringe of.
Fringe of. Oh, it's close enough.
Yeah. Or South Dayton. Centerville. I'm expecting a nice little turnout, too. He goes from a 5-pin to a stone 8.
So that gives Brad 178. So again, tomorrow night, Poking South. Check-in starts at 5. Bowling starts at 6. Entry fee is $50.
$50 hairs.
$50 hairs will allow you to participate in the TMT Bowling Sunday Night Sweeper. At Poking South tomorrow evening. Come and join the fun. We've got brackets, we've got jackpots, we've got divide the dough.
Divide the dough.
Divide the dough. Actually, we could have like divided the hush puppies over here today
Yeah.
with the Northern Kentucky Inland Seafood Fest going on.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies, don't go there. Don't stop there. Just keep on coming a little further south to bowl the Ladies' Day Out Sweeper this afternoon.
It's going to be enough. Mike's going to be in the finals. It's going to be Mike and Rich Stupak, it appears. Oh, Dawn's got the money back there. We're going to have to let her know.
Boy, doesn't that sound convenient.
Mm-hmm. Still
Oh.
enough.
Wow, not good.
Still enough.
He does get a few pins.
Hey, 179, 178 anyway, so.
Right. Oh, that's right, Brad Scratch. All right.
Sean, and you're. I lost. Oh, you lost. I'm sorry. Can you pay Rich?
Yep. Sean Fields does get a few pins, I believe, so it's going to be Sean versus Mike Gross in the finals. So stand by. We're going to get the camera switched around. We will be right back.
I apologize. Sean Fields versus Mike Gross in the finals. We are going to set them up for a couple of minutes of practice. Scott's going to get the cameras moved over. We'll be right with you. We're going to keep the cameras on and mics on and whatnot. So bear with us. We'll be right back. Wayne Arthur, long time no see.
Oh, hey, Wayne. Good morning.
We just came straight here
Slept in the parking lot.
for about 45 minutes. Then they opened the doors. It was a short night. All right, we got Sean Fields, Mike Gross. Squeak.
Some WD-40 in the back. Again, if you're just tuning in, go ahead and hit that share button.
Sean will be getting 4 pins handicap in this match.
Oh, boy.
Doesn't look like he needs a throw on that one. Great start. Here's Mike Gross. Folks don't know who Mike is.
He's the guy up on lane 12.
It's him. Yeah, that's him on 12. That's all I got.
Daniel's father.
Yeah, you see Daniel Gross out pulling a lot of the tournaments, and Daniel is a very, very, very good young bowler. Well, he got that way by this guy right here. Mike's an excellent coach. He knows the game, and he's always back there watching and charting everything Daniel does, and he's taught him a lot. And I always praised Mike watching Daniel grow up and said he has just come such a long way in a very short time, and it's because he had the drive to bowl. Mike didn't make him bowl.
Yeah, he wasn't old enough to drive. Mike had to take him.
Oh, jeez. Oh, it's too early. Well, no, it's not. But he
Just a bit outside.
Yep. But Mike's just a first-class individual. Him and Brenda both. She's sitting here watching. And now it's time for Daniel to sit at home and watch Dad on TV.
Unless he's working.
He still could probably be watching.
Well, that's what I mean. But,
Yeah. Ben Buis, it absolutely does, sir.
Hey, we've got Daniel's dad bowling, and we got Simon's dad in the chat.
All right, it's 3 of them. He might be having a little trouble with some feel on his hands there.
I don't know how often Mike's bowling. I mean, we're usually watching him.
He
Watch
told
Daniel.
me that he bowled 2 games on Monday to practice, and since then he hadn't bowled for 6 or 7 weeks. I'm sure he'll be bowling a fall league or 2.
Yep.
I think his focus is more on the kids bowling. They got Nathan bowling now too, and he's
Awesome.
starting to bowl pretty good. Little lefty.
Speaking of fall leagues getting ready to start up,
Just about everywhere.
everywhere, check with your local bowling center if you're still looking for a place to go. I'm sure many centers have openings, individuals, teams. Give them a shout out. And also, while you're out there on the lanes, you guys and gals want to look spiffy.
Absolutely.
Reach out to this man to my left and get yourself some of them high-class Bolify jerseys. Best in the business. Looking good on the lanes. Reach out to Todd. He'll give you all his contact information. And we'll get
Hello.
you set up.
Yep, Bullify.com. Go over, do some shopping, see what you like. Let me know, and I'll help you through the process.
And don't forget those big 4 socks.
Absolutely. We can dress you pretty close. We can give you some tape from Genesis to put on. Big 4 socks, a Bullify jersey. Maybe put the Ebonite logo on there.
Throw in one of those Brands of Brunswick balls or one of the Ebonite balls down the lane. If we ain't got it, you don't need it. Again, reach out to Todd. PeruseBolify.com.
Yep, we got team deals. We got even better. I had another email this morning from a young lady looking to get jerseys for their high school team. And then this morning when we got here, me and Katie talked. She's buying jerseys for the staff here at LaRue. That's what I'm here for. That's my job. Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Should have ran that one out.
Well, I think he wanted to stay there because he blocked the camera view, so didn't see how bad it was going through the.
We get a replay of him standing in front of the pins.
We had a little lack of charge on one of the cameras, so I had to plug it back up.
Saw that. Auto power off.
Yeah, it was that early morning that we had
Yeah.
with the
Oops.
3 hours of match play out at the Cashing Out winning weekend.
That was the final match, right?
No.
Just kidding.
Semifinals and the final.
Yeah. Excellent job last night by Jermaine and crew and
You mean Malika.
Malika.
And Jermaine and the crew.
Yeah.
They do a great job with that tournament, promoting it all year round. Again, folks, if you're not committed to anything else this weekend, looking for something to bowl, they've got shifts 10, 1. There's an afternoon shift and a 6 p.m. shift or something or other like that. 10 noon or 12:30. So, yeah, there is 4 shifts today, 4 shifts tomorrow. They've got doubles, mixed doubles, senior doubles. I believe there's a singles event also.
Nope. Well, probably mixed in.
Yeah, I think, yeah, but it's all within
Derived
derived from your 3 games. But it is a doubles event, probably with a single side option.
Yep.
All kinds of action. Got some food going on out there.
Yeah, we saw Debbie Lewis carrying in all the trays and.
Yeah. So if you're looking for something to do this afternoon, tomorrow, go check them out. Ladies, if you're not doing anything, it's still early. We do have our Ladies' Day Out sweeper here this afternoon. Check-in starts at 3. Bowling starts at 4. $45. 85% of 210.
Hey, John. John, could you do me a quick favor? Scroll down in the chat. You'll see a link in there from TMT Bowling Stream TV. Click on that and let it see who you are. It'll let us see your name up here on the chat. I happen to see it on Scott's phone, but on the stream here. And also Ray Bauman. You're welcome, buddy. You were
Great
just
seeing
here
you this morning. Yep.
Yep.
Thanks for bowling.
I had to see him sooner or later. He had a bowling ball that he had won in a raffle and a jersey he won in a raffle. I think it's time to start doing a few more raffles, I think. Scott, what do you think? Thank you, John.
What are we raffling?
Well, I think tomorrow night I'm going to raffle I don't know.
Bowling ball?
Dark web, maybe?
Dark web?
Yeah.
Do we have to be present to win?
You do.
Oh. Okay.
On that one, you do. 'Cause
Probably
it
going
will
to
be
do
in
that
person.
at the sweeper, huh?
Yeah, I'll do it at the sweeper
Gotcha.
up at Polking South when we go north.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to throw a raffle in there tomorrow night. We won't do a divide the dough. We're going to do a ball raffle tomorrow night instead.
So we're keeping our dough tomorrow?
Right,
Well,
but they get a ball.
Okay. Uh-oh. We'll have to correct that score.
I think Mike's on it. fixed already.
I think they might got it at the desk.
Did you mention who our mechanic lane man was today? Already?
I have not. I haven't made it that far yet. He came up front. I was hoping he was going to hang out, and I was going to try to snag him
sit
for a
in
little
for a minute?
bit. Yeah, but
Where's he at?
I think he went back to the back.
No.
But no, Glenn Schmidt, former owner, proprietor of Glenn Schmidt's, LaRue Lanes, Holly Lanes. Glenn is still here, giving them a hand with the machines and whatnot, a little bit with the mechanical operations. So it was good seeing him. I've not seen him in a while. He's looking good.
Yeah.
Semi-retired. But no, he's
Back there jumping around on the machines.
yeah,
And
still doing it.
yeah.
Doing what he does. Like I said, it was great seeing Glenn. I haven't seen him in many, many years. So speaking of things to do next weekend.
Steady hand painting trio. Gilmore Lanes, Saturday and Sunday. 10, 1, and 4. Ten, 1, and 4 are the shift times Saturday and Sunday next week. The following week, same thing Saturday and Sunday, but we threw in a Friday night 7 o'clocker for the steady hand painting trio.
That should be a rockin' shift.
You know, I hope so. I am planning on putting together maybe in between. I might have time to do it before the ladies get here. Estimated prize fund based on, say, 100 teams, just to get it out there, maybe a couple hundred teams. I think we'll get to 150, 200 teams this year. Maybe a few more, who knows. But we've got the little surprise we mentioned last night. And I'm going to put some numbers to a prize fund and put it out there, and I think that's going to spark a little more interest, because not only do we have the $2,000 added, $500 by Stahl Paint and Body and $1,500 by Steady Hand Painting. Scott and myself and Dawn and Lauren are going to come together, and we got a little special treat. We're going to add a little bit back into the prize fund, too.
You're going to have to catch me for my share.
I already have it.
So that's what you wanted that donation for.
I already have it.
I should know to start asking questions first. No, that is a great trio tournament. It's fun. It's fast. You shoot
Scores are
300.
good.
Yeah, you shoot 300, shoot 800. Instant casher. Get your entry fee back right on the spot. It's on a house shot. You know, what more can you ask for?
Yep. I think once I put some numbers to it for next week, it's going to – I think we're sitting around 100 teams. Mike is having some serious issues with his arm and his wrist right now.
Yep.
He's in some pain. You can see it in his face, and he's grabbing that arm afterwards. He said he had a spasm in his wrist after one of the shots earlier, and he's struggling.
But there is an event page out there for the Steady Hand Painting Trio. You can go to the discussion section and register your team there. No payment needed right now. Just pay when you walk in.
What was that?
I was dragging this other headset over. I'm going to try to snag Glenn. But go ahead and register your team. There's also some information on there, payments, and $45 a bowler. Some information on there.
Hey, look, there it is. There's the
look,
link
there it
right
is.
at the top of the page for the Steady Hand Painting Trio.
Hey, look who we found.
There he is. Hey, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn.
Can you hear us?
Where?
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Working hard back there in the back, moving.
Who am I talking to?
You're talking to me and Todd,
Oh,
and also everybody else in internet world.
oh, okay. I'm
Hi.
doing just fine, thank you. Having enjoying my retirement.
Yeah, see that. You're back there jumping around on the machines. And
Well, I was told John, help's at a premium these days. So
Sure.
I told him I had some free time and I'd come in and give him a hand.
well,
These
It's
are
good
the GSX machines, and not everybody knows a whole lot about these machines. And John has learned a lot about them, but still has more to learn. So
Oh, sure.
under the circumstances, when you have an event like this, it's nice to have somebody that does have knowledge. And
Sure.
I have 33 years, well, actually not 33, because I didn't put them in until the year of 2000. So I had 23 years of knowledge on them. So
That's hard to believe we say the year 2000. It was 23 years ago. That's crazy to think right now.
it is
Oh.
very much so, yeah.
So, yeah, well, it's good to see you.
Well, thank you very much. And it's nice to see you too, and
Absolutely.
thanks for coming over and allowing them to conduct this tournament on their lanes. And
Well, we're going to try and get back over
everybody
here
needs
again.
as much business as they can get.
Sure.
And thanks to you guys for what you do for bowling. We appreciate that very much. I still appreciate it, believe me.
Yeah, well,
I'm
we
all
we enjoy what we do.
for bowling. In fact, a couple days a week, I'm still working with kids. I still have some kids that I coach. And
Yeah, I think I saw you over. Maybe it was over at
Bellwood Lanes.
Bellwood. Yeah, I
it
was
at
over there for a
Bellwood.
meeting and saw
Yeah,
you over there
yeah.
working with them.
I really enjoy
Yeah.
it. I mean, the kids that was all my life right there.
Yeah.
Ever since I had Newport, and then of course when I had Holly, and I had developed a youth league out there, and I had a ton of kids down at Newport. In fact, one of my kids, I'm sure that you guys know, but he started out with me, and I made the comment that he would never be a bowler because he was so small and so tiny and so frail.
Does he
was
throw left-handed?
Kenny Abner.
Oh, I'm surprised Kenny's not here today.
Yeah.
He bowls a lot of the senior stuff, but
Never heard
boy,
of
that
him.
who's she? No, Kenny bowled. He bowled last weekend in our Fat Boy Challenge tournament we had at Northwest, and it's 4 games on something very hard, and then we take a break, and it was 4 more games on house. And Kenny led the field against all these kids by almost 100 pins. It's just that guy can just flat bowl.
Kenny,
And
a
he's
super nice person and one heck of a good bowler,
first-
as is Jeremy Saccone. I know Jeremy Saccone too, and Jeremy bowled here.
Jeremy won that tournament, actually.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
I was proud to see that.
He's talk about a fine young man right there. Jeremy's
Yeah.
such a good kid.
Kind of laid back, but he
He's
just
quiet.
pays attention to his bowling, really.
Very
And
nice.
everybody else's. He's always very observant of the scores and what kind of moves people are making in the standings.
He's a
and
very smart kid.
very smart.
It's funny. We have people over at the house sometimes, over at our house, and a lot of the bowlers, tournament bowlers or whatever, they'll come over and hang out on a Friday or Saturday night. If we don't have anything going on, and Jeremy's been coming over, and you got everybody there having a great time, jumping in the pool and having fun and whatever. Jeremy's just kind of sitting back watching. It's like, you got to watch out for those quiet guys, But he's just he's a good kid. He's willing
I've
to
known Jeremy for a long time, and unfortunately, he had a situation in his family that didn't go the right way, and he lost a brother, a very young brother that got hit in the head with a baseball.
Oh, boy.
And that just reminded me of that. It came right back to my memory the other day when I saw that little leaguer on television that got hit
absolutely.
in the head. And the example of what the young boy that got hit in the head went out and said to the pitcher, and that's the way it should be in sports. It
Well,
really should.
I shared that when it was
Did
on
you?
there, and I shared it only because it almost made me tear up a little bit
Oh,
when I
yeah.
watched what the kid
It
did.
choked me up. I know
and
that when I saw
I
that.
said, this is what it's about. These little guys get it.
I think the big leaguers ought to take
Absolutely.
take a good look at that.
Not just the big leaguers. Anybody in general can take a
Well,
look
that's
at that.
true. That's true.
As a way of, showing sportsmanship and just, showing them, hey,
Right.
I thought it was just, it was neat. It was neat to see. And I'm sure that video's gone crazy viral.
But those things are out there. Those things happen, and they don't happen because somebody told them to do it. They do it, and you have to be proud of these young kids that
Sure.
do things like that set the example for the other kids. And that's what we need in this world today. We've been through so much with so many things, and hopefully we can get back to things like that.
Sean going out in style.
Yeah.
Just speaking of that, it was nice. We've got the elevated position here with the bowlers area down below us, but just as bowlers were crossing today, just hearing them root for each other.
Absolutely.
Great shot. Come on, cover your spare. And it's awesome for them rooting against each other. So that's going to do it for this championship match. Sean Fields, a multi-time winner of this event.
It's a three-time.
It's his three-peat. 218. He's got a few pins, but it doesn't matter. To Mike Gross's 162. We know that Mike was in a little bit of pain, so.
Is this a tournament that you do annually?
We do. We started this. Actually, we didn't start it.
Chuck
Mike
DeGarro
Ray and Chuck DeGarro started this at Madison Bowl, and they traveled around with it for a while. And last year at the start of the season, they were not going to do it. So Scott reached out to him and asked, hey, are you going to do a senior sweeper? And they said no. So we took it on, and we ran it at Coleraine, obviously up until the end of June. And this was our first one outside of Coleraine.
Right.
It was right here at LaRue. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we're going to take it to a few different places. And like I said, this is the perfect place, I think, to hold these types, the seniors. And we have a ladies sweeper this afternoon here. And it's perfect size. It's a great location. And we're going to try to use here several more times for this tournament.
The bowling center here has always been that way, sitting more elevated up here for the fans, the people that come to watch, and today in a lot of the bowling centers are bowling centers, but the fact is that you're on the same level and you can't see what's going on, and it just gets a little, this is more fan friendly.
It absolutely is.
And that's what I've always liked about it, and that's what people always told me that they liked about it. That it was so fan-friendly and they didn't have to break your neck to try to see what's going on.
I mean, last night we did the live stream over at Northwest, which is, another beautiful facility up in Fairfield, but it's all one level, all the way from the foul line back to the wall. And, you got tables there, you got the pedestals on the new scoring that are there, and, we have our tripods for these cameras, and, I mean, they're all the way elevated up as high as they can go, and trying to peek over stuff when you're doing the score, and it makes it a little tougher. So this type of setup here is perfect. I mean,
it's worked out real nice.
We don't need to take up a lot of room. And
I go back and remember the days that we had King of Bowling.
Oh, yeah.
And when we had King of Bowling or Stars of TV Bowling, which was Northern Kentucky's show as well. And, they all liked it when they came over because of the elevation and could see what was going on in the crowd. We would get big crowds and that type of thing. So it was very well.
Had the old wrought iron railing.
Had the old wrought iron, the brick wall.
The brick wall and
the
full-length ball returns.
Right.
Out to the foul line. Those
made a lot of different changes.
Sure.
Yeah, you've definitely done a lot with the building over the years, Glenn, and it's always been a top-notch Class A facility.
And these machines here, one of the most popular machines out there, and I'm just really surprised that more centers haven't put them in because you can actually set spares up. If you want to shoot a 10-pin, you can shoot a 10-pin all day. It just keeps putting the 10-pin up.
Well, earlier it was the very first game, and they needed to add a pin on one of the lanes, and they said, oh, we can do that right here.
Right.
And they just added a pin to a split, and he just set it up from up there, and it's like,
just that.
Oh, I wish we had.
Quick.
Wish we could have that everywhere else.
Right.
That makes it nice.
Yes, it does. Very nice, and that's one thing I really liked about these machines. It's that you can do things like that, and also when when you're working with high school kids and when you're teaching or coaching, you have that option to do that with putting the spare shooting up and especially the 10-pin.
We make a point of that almost every time that we're on a telecast, and you see somebody maybe missing a 7-pin or a 10-pin, and the bowlers know that we're going to say something if they miss it. At one point, Rich missed a 7-pin in the semifinal match, Rich Stupak, and he turned around and looked right at us. He goes, "Make your spares, kids." So,
Coach
and
Rich.
Yep, and then he's a coach. So,
yeah.
That's a nice feature to have on that for
Very
sure.
much so.
So, well, that'll do it for this portion. We're going to be back live later on this evening. The ladies will be here. They start at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Check-in starts at 3, so if you're
Thanks
out and
for
about,
inviting me to talk with you guys.
Sure.
I
It's a
appreciate
pleasure.
it very
Thank
much.
you, Glenn.
it's
Appreciate
a pleasure to have you sit in. So
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Scott, I think that'll do it for us for the day, or for this half of the day.
This half.
And we will special treat having Glenn in here, that's for sure.
It was.
I don't want to see me. It's fine.
Oh, I do.
Camera looks great.
It does. Looks even better now.
So, anyway, let me duck down.
Yeah, duck down.
So
It's that elevated position.
that's it. So
I've got the higher ground.
there's the big 4 logo right
There it is. Speaking of that, real quick, thank you to Ebonite, Dave Watka, and all the crew. We can't forget our sponsors that we missed in Bolify.
Yeah, we brought them in
We
there.
did.
We just
Yeah, but we want to thank them.
we can't thank them enough.
Enough,
How's that?
everything
Look
that
at
they
that.
do.
Now you
Yep.
can really see my forehead
Right.
sticking out. Way to go, Dawn.
That's why you keep her around. All right, Sean Fields, the winner of today's senior sweeper here at LaRue Lanes.
Yep. Congratulations, Sean.
Congratulations.
And you know what? You're going to see us right back here for championship pair at 11 to 12 for the ladies. I'm going to say about 7:30 maybe,
Yeah, sounds good.
somewhere in the neighborhood.
If you smack that bell on YouTube, you'll know.
That's it. Everybody will remind you.
TMT Bowling Stream TV.
We're
Have a good
leaving for
afternoon.
now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.